Hey everybody. I have gotten a few pens in the last 6 months, very few. I'm not buying so many anymore, but they're interesting. And so I wanted to do a couple of videos showing a few of them. First, I'm going to start with some pens that did not cost a fortune, but I enjoy them and I think they're worth noting. Let's start with this pen from Edison Pens. It's a new model for them called the Elisian. It's really a desk pen. You know, there's no clip on it, and it's actually sort of an odd shape to put in the pocket. It's really a desk pen, and I knocked it on the floor, so I'm not showing you. But they also have some nice little wooden stands that you can lean the pen rest that you can lean the pen on that go well with this. You can use them with other pens, but because there's this curve to the cap, it fits right in the little niche in the pen rest, which I'm looking at on the floor, and I can't quite reach to show you. So this is, I love Edison pens. I've been getting Edison pens since they first started, and Brian Gray is a great pen maker, great person. I love their pens. I also feel good about supporting them. This pen is not my favorite. I think it's worth a look. It's worth a try. It's about $250, but it's definitely a desk pen, and I don't sit anywhere for long, so its desk pens are a little bit lost on me. It's got a very curious, interesting shape. Uncapped. It's a small pen, thin. So where it rests in your hand is small. The section is kind of small. If someone had small hands, this might be more appealing. I tend to like bigger pens these days. When I get a new Edison pen, it's usually a Collier. It's extremely light. Cartridge converter, it's an extremely light pen. And I also like a little more heft. So it's okay for a change of pace and for something a little interesting. It's a quality pen, but it's probably going to have rather limited use in my pen life. But a very nice material. I think this is diamond cast. I don't know. Mackenzie, I don't remember. Somebody, I don't think it's Brooks. I think it's somebody else. But anyway, I love this material. I tend to like materials that are kind of, that have gold or goldish brown in them anyway. So this has got some sparkle. And nice to see a new model by Edison. Glad I picked it up, but probably not going to start, getting 5 or 6 of them. Next, if you've watched my channel before, you know I'm a fan of Diplomat pens. I have maybe 8 Aero pens. Yeah, probably about 8 Aero pens. Love them. Love in particular the way the cap comes together, the little click. So when they came out with the Viper, I had to get one. And you can see it's another slim pen. It's only about $90. It's another slim pen, cartridge converter. It's really about the size of a Parker 51, and it's very much like a Parker 51. See that hooded nib there? Not focusing very well, but there's a hooded nib. Writes really well. I found with my Aeros that the first time I got an Aero, I got a gold nib. The second time I got a steel nib, and I couldn't tell the difference. I think, I don't know if Diplomat's nibs if they're made in-house or if they're just your basic box or Yovo or what they are. But I really like Diplomat nibs. And though this is different from their other nibs, I also like this too. It's certainly very, very firm, but you can't really see, you can see a little bit of shine there. So I have a sheening ink, and sometimes sheening inks I find clog feeds a bit. Not in a, I shouldn't use them in my pen sort of way, but if you let them dry out or leave them for a few days, they can be sort of hard starting. Pens can be kind of hard starting if you've got a sheening ink in them. And this has quite a super sheening ink in it. I can't remember which one it is for sure. I think it's from Endless, but I'm not 100% sure. And yet I haven't had any hard starting problems with this. I have had some hard starting problems with the sheening ink in this pen, but this has a flex steel nib, and that the combination of that flex and the slightly drier sheening ink has caused some issues there. But this, it works great every time, and it's got an interesting cap. So it's got a sort of snap like the Arrow. I don't know if you can hear it. It's very satisfying like the Arrow, but it's actually a magnetic cap, and it's pretty secure. Now I carry pens in my pockets a lot. I tend to wear vests or jackets that have a zipper pocket right here, and I put a pen in there, and so caps coming off pens can be an issue for me. But this one I feel pretty secure about it. Still, when I carry it, I do in a pocket, I do put it in a pen sleeve just in case. But I haven't had any issues with it coming off. Writes great. It's got this textured barrel. It only comes in 2 colors right now. This kind of nice blue. You can see the clip itself is also blue, color blue, and black. I don't like the whole snake theme that comes with pens sometimes. So in spite of the fact that it was called a Viper, because it's from Diplomat and I wanted to try it out, I did. And, you know, I really like the hooded nib. I'm a fan of the Parker 51, and though I don't use my vintage pens much anymore, I do often have a 51 inked, and this is boy, this is just as pleasurable as a Parker 51 with a bit more convenient filling system. So those are 2 of the not too dear pens that I've gotten recently. I'm going to flip into another video and show you some more dear pens. Hope you're doing well. Winter's coming on here in the Midwest, but it is a sunny day today. So it might be the day to get my scooter put away for the winter, bring batteries inside, those sorts of things. But I wanted to play pens a little bit first. Take care. Talk to you later.